1 out of 4 children, imagine this, in this country, and it's worse in most other countries. 1 out of 4 children, quoting word for word, start school with an undetected vision problem that will, not may, will affect their ability to read and learn. What's more important than that other than food? Now here's another couple of statistics. The same federal government, the United States government, come up with these numbers. They tested visually impaired children after they'd gotten to the point where they're getting out of school, into the job market. The problem is they don't get out of school. They don't graduate. The dropout rate is more than double for visually impaired children than for normally sighted children. More than double. And the other grim statistic is that when they get into the job market, only 29% of the visually impaired children in the United States, that's a banana republic, are competitively employed. I'm using their words, competitively employed. 29%. The rest of them are getting some kind of dole from the government, or they're on disability or whatever. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And the fact that, you know, everybody that here's what they think, oh, gee, you can't possibly cure that. Yeah, you can. Sweden has done it. They've eliminated it. They'll cure the problem from happening, but they eliminated the results of it. How do they do that? Pretty simple. They test every kid before they get to school. Before, not after, because it's too late then. See, that's another thing that the parents in the United States and most other countries, developed countries, they do the same thing. They have a little test for the kids when they get into school. It's almost worthless. It's almost worse than worthless. Why? Because it gives people a false security. They think that, gee, that since my child has been tested, it must be okay, right? No, wrong. They can't test for these things. You have these people that are like little nurses' assistants that are doing these tests. They have no way, even a pediatric ophthalmologist can't just run a quick test on a kid. After they put the drops in their eyes, they run a battery of tests that take them all 2 or 3 hours. And sometimes a couple of days because they can't get the kid to cooperate. So, most important thing you can do for children other than food, period. You ask anybody what sense they would like to at least you lose, and it's always vision. Nobody wants to lose their vision. Well, it's insane that we're letting this happen. In this country, every year, using that government statistic, 1 out of 4 kids, you know what that comes out to? You do the math on that, it comes out to like 500,000 children have a problem that hasn't been detected before they get it. Now, they don't all have amblyopia or retinoblastoma, but a lot of them do. Probably a couple of 100,000 every year. Can you imagine that number is preventable?